Hey, how's it going, guys? Vulkan here. I just want to say sorry I didn't stream last night. Basically, the way I looked at it was I had two options. Either I was going to stream or I was going to play the game. So basically, either I was going to watch other people play the game or I was going to play the game myself. And I wasn't really in a good mood to talk. Like, I was just kind of tired and not feeling it because I didn't get, I don't know, I've had a really bad sleep schedule just because of work and stuff. And I would have liked to stream my gameplay, but the problem is I still don't have a setup to where I can stream my gameplay without like having lag and disconnections. I mean, basically my idea for streaming my own gameplay would have to be I would have to spectate myself from another device. That way when I'm recording, it's not slowing down my own device so I don't have like disconnection issues. So today's video is going to be about this Hog Earthquake deck, which I used to push to 32nd in the world about 10 hours before season end, and then I tilted a little bit after that, and I didn't play for like the next 6 hours. I didn't play for like the next 8 hours because I had stuff to do. So I didn't actually really play all that much yesterday, and then I came back later and I finished off the season with Royal Hogs, finishing 111th in the world. So let me know if you guys want to see that Royal Hogs gameplay also. I'm not too sure if I should make another video on that, but if you guys want to see it, then I will make the video going over the replays. Either that or I could just make like a live ladder video on the new season. So let me know what you guys would prefer to see. But anyways, I'm just gonna hop into the gameplay of this video and I hope you guys enjoy. This game is going to be versus the Viper, who is the best Hog Executioner player. And this matchup is interesting, right? Because definitely the way that you play it is different since they changed their tornado. You're gonna see he's able to pull my Hog Rider to the King Tower like every single time without taking any damage on his tower. And so I realized that in this matchup, what I need to do is be using all of my spells on both his King Tower and on his Crown Tower. So here you see a single elixir. I thought I kind of want to Earthquake cycle him. And there I actually, so here's the thought process, right? I need to rewind because I got a couple things I need to explain, or I need to pause. I knighted first, and I didn't play the Hog Rider right away because I didn't want to give him rocket value, so I wanted to wait and see what he played before I played my Hog. Then after I reached 10 elixir, I also hogged, and then you're going to see here, I didn't want to bomb tower because if I bomb tower, I'm overcommitting on elixir since I kind of attacked and that Valkyrie's also coming down the right lane. So instead, I'm just going to Skeleton's Musketeer so that I don't fall behind on elixir, and his Hog's only going to get like one hit on my tower. So again, you see, I got a ton of damage on his King Tower, and like, I'm actually fine with that, because once his King Tower gets to the same amount of damage as his Crown Tower, he can't pull the Hog to the King Tower anymore, otherwise he's going to risk getting 3 crowns, and I can just Earthquake cycle him. So I think here, I look at my spell damage and I just Earthquake, because I know he's going to try to rocket cycle me, and the Earthquake like gets more damage per elixir than the log does. So there you see, I knighted first. I made sure he didn't block my Knight at the bridge with the Valkyrie, and when he didn't, I also went in with a Hog and the Skeletons, expecting him to tornado and trying to get him to force out more elixir. And there you see, I actually have more damage on his King Tower than on his Crown Tower, and now he's afraid of getting 3 crowns, so he's gonna probably not be able to pull my Hog to the King Tower from this point on. Just play a high bomb tower. I mean, he doesn't have Earthquake in his deck, so it doesn't really matter where I place a bomb tower. Yeah, it really doesn't matter. Literally, if I place it anywhere on the field, it's gonna counter the Hog. So you see, again, I knight, I wait, make sure he doesn't Valk at the bridge. He doesn't. I Earthquake, and I also Snowball. Do I Snowball? Nah, I should have Snowballed for damage, but I didn't Snowball in that situation. You're going to see on the next push, I realized I just need to start Earthquake Snowballing whenever I send a Hog Rider, and try to like hit some Goblins, hit an Ice Spirit, you know, just slow everything down, try to get a Hog hit. And here you see, what do I... Yeah, again, I'm just Earthquaking the King Tower, and I prediction Snowball. Yeah, you're seeing I start Snowballing to try to get the Hog to the tower, and it kills the Ice Spirit, just works out really well. Again, I'm playing my... Look, it's actually kind of close, like, I'm not exactly destroying him at this point in the game. But you see, I'm just kind of going in here, and at this point, I didn't expect him to pull my Hog to the King Tower, because I kind of thought he'd want to get tornado value on the Musketeer. So I decide to not Earthquake the King Tower, and it's basically a spell cycle race now. Like, I'm going with my hog. I'm going with my skeletons. And he does a really good prediction bomb tower, but it's just like too little too late, and I clutched the game. I had a game versus Expo, but I'm not even gonna show that because Expo is just like a joke. Like, it's so easy. If you lose to Expo, it's just embarrassing, like it really is. So this game is gonna be versus Royal Hogs. And you're seeing with this star in hand, I was waiting for him to make a move, and he played Heal Spirit, so I just went opposite lane with the Hog Rider. At this point, I expected Ram Rider, but now that I see Mini P.E.K.K.A, I know that it's probably Royal Hogs. So look, I had a really nice Musketeer log there. Like, he says the WoW because that's not an easy play to pull off. And you see, I sent out that emote because, to be honest with you guys, I wasn't even too sure that was going to work. But I was just like, well, if it does work, then I'm going to have a nice elixir advantage. So here you see he plays the Hunter. I go Skeletons and Hog Rider. Skeletons because if he plays his Mini P.E.K.K.A in the wrong position, then it's going to get distracted by the Skeletons. And as you see, the Hog actually got one extra hit because I played those Skeletons. And I knew that, like, that would be the situation. Here, I have to snowball, otherwise Mini P.E.K.K.A kills the Musketeer. And the Musketeer also gets value on the right side. So you're seeing I'm having a ton of really good micro placements in this matchup. Like, my micro placements were definitely on point. And that's the only reason I have so much damage on this tower right now. I think I just log. Yep, just log just like on my cards. I high Skeletons and going with the Hog again. Right, yep, because he played the Magic Archer, so I wanted to go opposite lane of him. I can kind of just ignore the Magic Archer if he's not going to play it same. If he plays it same lane as my Hog, I Earthquake it. If he plays the opposite lane, I just ignore it. So here you see first I Knight to kill the Magic Archer and stop that Heal Spirit, and then I go with the Bomb Tower. That way, the Heal Spirit isn't going to heal up the Royal Hogs. I mean, at this point in the game, like, we're in a really good situation. We have 1,000 damage lead on this tower. I'm probably just going to Skeletons Hog again. Like, there's really no reason not to. You can see we're kind of even on Elixir. And it's been working out for me so far. Let's see, what does he do here? Yeah, he goes with the Royal Delivery so that it doesn't get any damage on the tower. But I mean, really, it doesn't really help him out because this just gives my Musketeer more value. I think I'm just gonna go Knight here. Yep. And then I placed down the Bomb Tower. I know that even if he Earthquakes this, I can just Skeletons. And if he Royal Hogs, basically he wouldn't have enough Elixir to both defend my Hog push and attack and Earthquake the Bomb Tower. So I knew that it was okay to go in and attack there, even though, like, he had a decent push down. So here, yeah, I play out high Bomb Tower. To be honest with you, at this point, I wasn't sure if he had the Heal Spirit and Cycle, so I just decided to snowball to play it safe, and I wasn't sure if he was going to Earthquake. He didn't play either, but snowball wasn't that much of an overcommitment, so it's okay. And you see, I'm just going to log this because, you know, Earthquake log kills that. It's a really good interaction. It's what makes this matchup winnable. Like, it would be a lot harder if that wasn't the case. And look at that Hog Rider. I knew that he didn't have... He, like, just played the Hunter, and he played the Mini P.E.K.K.A, so I knew he had nothing in hand for that Hog Rider. And it was also for defense against the Mini P.E.K.K.A. And I got another hit on my tower, and I think that does enough damage to kill it, right? Yeah, so that was a game. And you see, like, it really wasn't even close, but I wanted to show it anyway because I had a ton of, like, super good plays in that game, and I honestly don't think I made, like, any mistakes at all. So this dude is, like, the only dude running Elixir Golem in the top 200. Not too sure why he is, but he is for some reason. So with Hog, you know, to be honest with you, I could probably just go same lane as that Heal Spirit, and, like, it would be a good... It would probably even be a better play than going opposite lane. But I just didn't really think about it when I did it. I just kind of played my Hog Rider, saw the Heal Spirit, and I was like, yep, don't want to support that Heal Spirit, so I'm just going to hog opposite lane. So, yeah, I just Earthquake that. Skeletons. You can see he has King Tower activated. At this point, it's like, I'm a little bit scared, you know. I know his deck at this point because I faced him, like, earlier in the season. And yeah, I wasn't too sure if I was going to be able to win this. So I think here I was like, do I hog? But I knew if I hogged, I might not have enough elixir to defend. So I decided, you know what, I'm going to try to defend first, don't want to lose my tower. And so I just played it safe, played the Knight, didn't play the Hog Rider. I get a nice log, play the Skeletons, and I think if I would have hogged there, I think I would have lost the game. Like, I wouldn't have enough elixir to defend. But as you can see, he only gets a couple healer hits and like one Electro Dragon hit on my tower. So I come out with the advantage. And here, this is a super good play versus Tornado decks. I'm going to Knight in the left lane, and then I'm going to Hog in the right lane. And let me pause real quick, because what this does, right, if he pulls my Hog Rider with a building, normally, if I Hog on the right, the left tower is going to hit that Hog Rider. But because I have the Knight in the left lane and the Hog in the right lane, the left tower is not going to hit the Hog Rider, so it's only going to be the right tower and maybe the King Tower shooting at it. So it's really good to attack. It's okay to dual lane pressure with Hog. It's like a really good play, because if they pull it to the center, then the opposite lane tower is not going to hit it. You can pretty much do that with any Hog deck. Like, it's a pro tip. So you can see, like, he's up a little bit of elixir here, but it's not that big of a deal. And like in this situation, I'm probably going to be cycling my Musketeer first over my Skeletons. I kind of want to save my Skeletons for defense. And okay, I'm actually going to probably go Skeletons here first, yep. And the reason why I do them first there is because I don't want my Musketeer to walk too high. So I play the Musketeer. I want the Musketeer to be on my side of the map, and then I just Hog, you know, to keep my cycle going. He decides to ignore the Hog, so it's going to end up taking his tower here. And now all I have to do is defend, but that's a lot easier said than done at this point in the game. So you can see he's going in. He has like a ton of troops on the field. I'm waiting to use that log. I didn't even snowball. And here's a mistake you can make in these matchups. I probably should have actually even knighted there instead of snowballed. No, but I had to wait because I wanted the healer to die before I knighted. In these matchups, if you use your spells too early, well, basically, it's better to play a troop than to play your spells, unless you have something like a Royal Delivery or a Fireball. So you're seeing, like, I wasn't necessarily just spamming my small spells. The only thing was I was trying to log his Elixir Golem blobs, and I saved my Snowball, or used my Snowball just so that the healer didn't get too much value. And then I defended that, and I mean, the game's pretty much over at this point, so we're just going to click off and go into the next one. I'll show this game versus Filippo. It was a pretty quality game. I don't even remember how close it was, but I feel like it was pretty good. So I Hog first play. I do actually know his deck in this situation, but if I didn't know his deck, I might have cycled Skeletons first. I might have. Just kind of depends. But honestly, in this meta, I don't know. I'm not really too worried about Tornado. It's not really too, like, popular. So in general, I'd probably just Hog first play. Unless I, like, know for a fact it's Tornado. So I'm just going to log. I'm cycling Knight. The Knight's going to counter that Inferno Dragon. And I realized, obviously, he has Mega Knight Ram Rider here. And I knew that. So it's just like, I don't know if my hand there was Musketeer, Bomb Tower, or what. But I had to play, I think I had to play the Bomb Tower first. I do a defensive Hog Rider because I don't have the Knight in hand, which ends up pulling the Mega Knight backward. And to be honest with you, that wasn't even necessarily 100% intentional, but I just knew I needed to pull that Mega Knight towards the Bomb Tower, and then I kind of got lucky, like it pulled it back onto his side of the arena. So here you see, it's just, this is actually like, it's not that easy of a matchup. I wouldn't necessarily say like he counters, but it's just like, you have to play it well, you know what I mean? You're gonna lose if you don't play it well. So I'm probably just gonna snowball this, yeah. And the reason I wanted to snowball first is because I didn't want to play my Skeletons too early, because then he'll just snowball my Skeletons and I won't have anything in answer to, or anything in cycle to stop his Bandit. I don't really have that good of Bandit answers. I really have to be careful how I cycle my Skeletons and my Knight in this matchup. I always kind of want to save Knight for the Mega Knight. I always kind of want to save Skeletons for the Bandit. So there you see, I do a nice Knight, which pulls it all the way to the Musketeer. And since I was able to defend like pretty easily, I have a good counter push. I tried to Earthquake to kill that Electro Wizard, but it just barely survives with 1 HP. So maybe I should have logged, but it's okay, not that big of a deal. I mean, looking back on it, it's like, yeah, I should have logged, but if he had Elixir for like Mega Knight or something like that, then it would have been a bad play, so it's okay. So here, what am I gonna do? Yeah, probably, that's what I was thinking was a smart play. A Knight in the back, and then I Skeletons. This way, I can cycle to another Knight to defend his Mega Knight. And he doesn't even Magnite my Hog Rider, which is kind of interesting. I had to pre-place Bomb Tower just because my cycle's so awkward. And here is kind of like, how am I going to defend this? You know, I mean, you know what I mean? I know that I have to try to snowball. Oh, I messed up my snowball. That's actually unfortunate. I messed up my snowball, so it didn't go to the Bomb Tower, so he's going to get a decent amount of damage on the left side and even up my tower. I decided to attack on low elixir because I knew he wouldn't have enough elixir to play the Mega Knight, because if I was a low elixir, chances are he was a low elixir also. So I just defend with the Knight, play the Musketeer in the back. I think, do I Earthquake this? Oh no, I didn't even see I had Bomb Tower in hand. Yeah, so I'm just going to pre-place Bomb Tower. And I know that either I need to cycle to another Bomb Tower, or I need to, if he ran Riders, I need to snowball it to the Bomb Tower. So I get off kind of like the defensive Hog Rider. I just play it at the same time. And also because since he just played Magnite, he's not going to have Magnite on cycle. You can do that versus like P.E.K.K.A. and versus Magnite decks. Play a Hog Rider like same lane over the bridge while they're attacking you. So I'm just going to pre-place Bomb Tower again. I get down the Knight, try to keep the Bomb Tower alive. Didn't want it to die. And at this point, I think I do my snowball correctly this time. Yes, I do. I'm able to pull it. And at this point, I also cycled back to another Bomb Tower, so it's like looking pretty good for me. And now you're gonna see that now that I defended, I probably log. Yeah, and I defensive Hog Rider because I saw that he snowballed, and then I was afraid he was gonna get hit on the tower, so I Hog Rider to play it safe. Probably gonna Bomb Tower. Yep, Bomb Tower so that I can cycle back to another Bomb Tower. That's like super key. And you see if he attacks while it's still alive, then it's gonna get defended still. What happens here? Oh, look at that. The Ram Rider gets a hit on my left tower, like, just barely. And now I'm scared, like... But I see there's only 16 seconds left in the game. So all I need to do is make sure that Mega Knight doesn't get to my tower and spell cycle him. And since I have more, like, spell damage than he does, obviously the Earthquake Snowball Log does more damage than him, I barely win by, like... 25 HP. I mean, man, that was a close game. Like, I think both of us played it quite well. So it's a good game to watch, like, both sides and see what happened. So this was a really good game. And this matchup was interesting because I definitely would say I have matchup advantage. But the start of this game was kind of rough. Like, not gonna lie. So there, unfortunately, I didn't have my snowball and cycle, so I had to play an awkward hog. And then, watch this in half speed. I played my snowball on the wrong tile, and he gets a hit on my tower, which definitely not should have happened. So I'm off to a really bad start. You can see he already has 1,000 damage on my tower. I'm not too happy about it for pretty obvious reasons. I decided to Earthquake just to keep my cycle going. And I was like, you know what? That Knight's full HP. I might as well just Earthquake. Just to get the damage, because I'm going to need to spell cycle him in this matchup anyway. And again, he gets even more damage on my tower, so look how much tower damage I'm down. Like, it's actually ridiculous. It actually is. I'm going to hog on the right side here, because I didn't want him to support those bats, so that was a pretty good Hog Rider. And then I play the defensive log. I make sure to play it low. Oh man, it's kind of funny watching this back. I was not too happy. Like, look at how much damage you got on my tower, and I literally got no damage on his tower at this point. So I was just like, well, rip me. This is over. I also don't know if he has a big spell, so I play my Musketeer same lane. And there he does a minor log, which is actually a bad play on his part because I didn't even have skeletons in cycle. And so I'm going to get a good elixir advantage off of this. And then I saw that he blocked the bridge. So I just go in with a hog. I pre-earthquake. If you pre-earthquake in that position, no matter where he places the bomb tower, it's gonna defend it's gonna hit the bomb tower. So you always want to be playing your earthquake on that tile. Rewind if you want to see the tile. And here, at this point, I still don't know he has poison, I think. Or did he show his poison? No, I still don't think he's played poison. So I give him poison value, which actually isn't that big of a deal because I defended his push anyway. I go in with a knight. I play the Hog Rider first, and then I quick dropped it. That way I can out-cycle him. And here you're going to see I'm still going to Earthquake that. And then I'll be able to outcycle him on the next push. I also... And actually, I wasn't really expecting to get a bunch of damage here, but it kind of ended up working out. And here you can see, because I did that Knight quick drop, I had the outcycle, so Hog is going to get another hit on the tower. High Musketeer, out of poison range. I'm actually not even too sure if that is out of poison range, but like, it's going to walk out of poison range, so it was high enough that it was a good play. I just logged for the chip damage on his tower, and somehow, look at this, we're like making a comeback. Just barely. I get the prediction bomb tower on his Knight, and oh my gosh, this is actually such a close game. Let's see how close it is. The Earthquake comes down. And look at that. I think that gets a hit. Oh my gosh, that gets a hit on the tower. That's actually crazy. I didn't even remember how close that was. And I came away with the victory.